Feast, 2005. According to IMdb, with madness in his eyes, a shotgun-toting man storms into a dusty desert bar in the middle of nowhere. Drenched in blood, the mysterious stranger and his wife start speaking of unnoticed, unstoppable creatures preying in the dark, trying to warn everyone of the impending danger. Now the ravenous monsters desperately want in. As the pitiless entities draw first blood,
they drew first blood!
The utterly unprepared regulars realize that in the face of impossible odds, there's not enough ammo in the world to stop the fanged intruders. Will they survive the night? Who will be the next course in the monster's feast? It's a really gory, goofy horror film. Some of the things that happen are like, man, that was unnecessary, but they did it anyway. It's a fun movie. If you have a good sense of humor and love horror, watch Feast. Life After Beth, 2014. A young man's recently deceased girlfriend mysteriously returns from the dead, but he slowly realizes she is not the same way he remembered her. Stars Aubrey Plaza and Dane DeHaan. This is a comedy horror. This girl comes back as a zombie, and she does some typical zombie stuff after a while. At first, when she's resurrected, she seems like her normal self, but she slowly transforms into a zombie, like a full-blown zombie. I think it's a really fun movie. Again, if you have a good sense of humor, I think you're gonna like a lot of the comedy horrors. You're not gonna take it too seriously. If you love zombies like I do, I think you'll really appreciate this film. Rubber, 2010. According to IMdb, a homicidal car tire, discovering it has destructive psionic power, sets its sight on a desert town once a mysterious woman becomes its obsession. It is literally a killer tire. Round tire that just rolls itself around. It kills people. It breaks the fourth wall. There's a group of onlookers just watching everything as it unfolds. It's very confusing at first, but listen, don't put too much thought into it. It's a fun movie. It's one of those movies that I think is just kind of parroting the weird creature feature films. Again, it is a rubber tire. Some scenarios that I just think, what in the hell am I watching? But it's a fun movie. It's one of those movies that I think you need to watch at least once. Final Girls, 2015. Starring Thaisa Farmiga, Malin Ackerman, Adam Devine, and I hope I pronounced those names right. IMdb describes it this way. When Max, Thaisa Farmiga, and her friends reluctantly attend a tribute screening of an infamous 80s slasher film that stars Max's late mother, Malin Ackerman, they are accidentally sucked into the silver screen. They soon realize they are trapped inside the cult classic movie and must team up with the fictional and ill-fated camp bloodbath counselors, including Max's mom as a shy scream queen, to battle the film's machete-wielding mass killer. With the body count rising in scene after iconic scene, who will be the final girls left standing and live to escape this film? So yeah, they honestly get sucked into the movie and they experience it as if it's real life. Obviously, this is based off of Friday the 13th. It's a really fun movie, especially if you like slashers. You can get a lot of the references. Little Shop of Horrors, 1986, starring Rick Moranis and Ellen Greene, but there is a huge cast of celebrities and I highly suggest you watch the film. Again, according to IMdb, Seymour Claiborne is a nerdy orphan working at Musnick's, a flower shop in urban Skid Row. He harbors a crush on fellow co-worker Audrey and is berated by Mr. Musnick daily. One day, as Seymour is seeking a mysterious plant, he finds a very mysterious unidentified plant which he calls Audrey 2. The plant seems to have a craving for blood and soon begins to sing for his supper. Will Audrey 2 take over the world, or will Seymour and Audrey defeat it? Really fun musical comedy. It's, again, one of those movies that you have to watch at least once. This is actually a remake of The Little Shop of Horrors from 1960. That film actually featured Jack Nicholson. He had a really small role, but it was one of his firsts. Nightmare Before Christmas, 1993. At first I'm going to say I understand it is kind of a Christmas story, but at heart it's a Nightmare Before Christmas and it is a lot about Halloween, so I'm going to say it's a Halloween movie. Jack Skellington, king of Halloween Town, discovers Christmas Town, but his attempts to bring Christmas to his home causes confusion. A really fun and iconic stop-motion film. Stop-motion film was directed by Henry Selick. The voice of Jack Skellington was performed by Chris Sarandon. Danny Elfman does the singing voice. Great film, such catchy songs that you will sing afterward. Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, so you know you're gonna have some dark stuff in here along with some lighthearted stuff. All around great, of course. And last but certainly not least, Young Frankenstein from 1974. American grandson of the infamous scientist struggling to prove that his grandfather was not as insane as people believe, headed to Transylvania, where he discovers the process that reanimates a dead body. This is a Mel Brooks film, so if you have any idea about what type of movie he puts out, you know what this is going to be. It's going to be ridiculous, but it's hilarious. Cast includes Gene Wilder. I love Gene Wilder. Madeline Kahn, Peter Boyle, Cloris Leachman, Terry Garr, and, of course, Marty Feldman.
Dim your eyes. Too late. Good sport.
This is obviously a play on Frankenstein. Peter Boyle plays the monster. It's a big goofy movie. I mean, again, one of those movies that you better watch at least once. You have to. More comedy than horror, definitely. And while we're on the subject of Mel Brooks, sometimes he's hit and miss with me, but Blazing Saddles is hilarious. 100% recommend that as well. Not a Halloween movie, I just had to put it out there. Alright people, that's my 7 movies I suggest to watch on Halloween. I hope you enjoy them. If you just want an idea for something that was maybe not typically talked about during Halloween, or maybe one you haven't seen before, something a little more on the light side. What movie do you always watch on Halloween? I'd love to hear it. If you like this video and you want some more movie suggestions, please check out my other videos. If you want to keep updated with my future uploads, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good day. Happy Halloween. Bye.